Hey everyone, welcome back to American Otaku Inc. So, as we said before, we're going to be starting up this new RPG system after we finish Season 1 of Dilligath D&D. So, as you can see, quite a few more people in here today, and we're just going to go around intro. So, Griffin, Tim, CJ, Jake, and Alex, you know. People you don't know are Xavier, Emily, and Griffin's mother, Kaz. All right. Now, what we are going to be playing is this.
And as you can see, we have no room in this fucking room.
Yeah. So what we're going to be playing is this: the End of the World Zombie Apocalypse. Now, the End of the World is a RPG system based entirely on D6s made by Fantasy Flight Games. There are 4 different variants. This time we're playing this one. So everyone's already made up their character sheets. And I also want to preface this. As thin as this book is, this is all you need to play the entire system. It's got the player's manual, the DM's guide, and pre-written scenarios. And I think, if I remember correctly, it was $40, but I got it for $35 from my local comic book gaming shop. So, all right. So, everyone's got their character sheets, like I said. In regards to the system, there you have to have positive dice and negative dice. The positive dice that we're using are orange ones. The negatives are purple. All right. So this is taking place in our hometown. We're not going to say the name of the town. Just because. So any normal podunk town in Middle America.
We're going to reference it as Pleasant Valley.
Yeah. All right.
Pleasant Valley, you know.
Yeah, because it's not so pleasant.
Actually, that's right.
Now, as we're starting this campaign, it takes place in real world, in real time. Everyone is actually playing themselves for their character sheet. They are, and in this game, you take into account everything from anything you normally carry on you on an everyday basis. From a pocket knife, how much change you have on you, how much money you have on you, credit cards, your cell phone, how much power is left on the phone. If you have a vehicle with you, what's in the vehicle, how much gas you have in the vehicle, how many people you could fit into the vehicle comfortably. You know, you take into account everything. So, and the best part is that the day we decided to do this, there is a festival in the town square. So, obviously, we're having a mass infection vector, because originally it was just going to be me. But now we have
a table on it.
Yeah, so now we have almost half the town.
Bullshit.
Yeah, so, all right, who wants to stipulate that, that this is bullshit?
All of us.
This is complete utter fucking bullshit.
And this is what you call democracy. Because they all voted that this is bullshit. All right. Are you guys ready?
No.
All right.
No.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. So we are meeting on Saturday, like we would on any other day, to play an RPG game. And all of you are sitting in the room that we're currently sitting in, as per usual. And I'm actually late. So
once in your life,
I'm very rarely ever late. You guys know this. I'm generally always the first one here. However, because the Square Fest is going on, I couldn't find any parking. So, I finally found a parking spot. I had to park, about a block or 2 away. And as I'm walking through if you're looking at the front doors of the library, on the left side of the library where the classic car show is going on, I had to walk through that. And, lots of cars, 57 Bel Airs, 34 Fords, Camaros.
Yeah, all the fancy shit we can't afford.
Yeah,
good old school music.
Yeah, T-Birds, 70s, rock music. And as I'm walking through it, I tell you guys, I don't know what happened. Some guy just ran up to me and just started was trying to attack me. And, it took like 4 or 5 guys to pull this asshole off of me. But as he did, he scraped my arm. So, but like even the 4 or 5 guys that were, pulling him off of me, like he started to attack those 4 or 5 guys and like bit one of them seriously hard, like right in the collarbone, like took a chunk of flesh out of his, out of his collarbone. And I just say, that was pretty fucked up, Never really experienced anything like that before.
Cannibalism at its finest.
Yeah, so, I walk in, I'm like, I have, my old, like, at the time, at this time, my wrist is kind of weak, so I have my old fighter wrist wraps. And so I start winding it over my, my arm.
It looks pretty bad.
Yeah, so, and, but as I start unpacking everything and getting everything ready to, to play, I start getting like really hungry, and something starts smelling like really good, like someone has food in here, but like I can't place like where it's coming from or what it is because it doesn't smell like anything normal, like what I would normally smell on an everyday basis.
Is this 28 Days Later zombies?
Shush. All right. So, as we're playing, and as we're playing, like the smell just starts getting stronger, and I'm thinking to myself, we're in an enclosed space. No one's got any food cooking. It's not nerd stench because nerd stench is obviously nerd stench.
Would it be non-canonical and unrealistic for me to say that I rolled a nat 20?
What?
In game, in character, would it be unnatural and non-canonical for me to say that I rolled a nat 20? Knowing my dice?
For you, yes.
Okay.
Can I say I rolled a nat 20?
Yeah, you can actually roll a nat 20.
I rolled a 2.
All right. Well, actually, since you're trying to do this, you have to make a roll.
All right.
No. You have to make a test for it. All right.
Okay,
so you're rolling.
Positive, negative.
Yeah, you're rolling. There's nothing really going on, but yeah, you have to roll one positive, one negative.
Does he get an extra positive for being unlucky with D20s?
Yeah.
Okay. What would I be using? Which skill? Would that just be?
That would be. I imagine that'd be. Well.
Doesn't really.
Well, it'd either be. It'd be
like
logic or charisma.
you should just set it as a straight 3 because that applies to non-enemy
Like
stats.
whichever is higher out of logic or charisma.
Well, I got 2 successes and 1 fail either way.
All right, so nothing cancels each other out.
Nope.
All
I
right,
got a
so
1, 2, and a
all right, so you get a natural 20, but you take a stress. Like which aspect did you use? Physical or mental or social?
Social.
Social. So take 1 point of social stress.
Borrow your pencil.
All right, so what we're doing is we're doing a test. So what he did was he rolled 2 positive dice and he rolled a negative. Now, if he would have rolled a 5 on the negative and a 5 on the positive, those cancel each, like number for number, they cancel each other out. And he nothing canceled each other out for him, so he got 2 successes on the orange dice and 1 negative. And the negative counts as stress, and we'll go into that later. All right. So, as that's happening, like I'm getting hungrier and hungrier, and like I can't understand why, because like I'm drinking, but it's not really curing my hunger, and it's like
what is it in game time? Like
10 like 10
Now-ish?
like 10 o'clock in the morning,
Okay.
10:30 in the morning, something like
I'd
that.
ask.
Yeah. So but as that's going on, all of a sudden you hear like the sound of like grinding metal and car crashes outside and people screaming at the top of their lungs, and so we all like go piling out of the room.
And you just hear me yell, Yahtzee!
All right, and like we start, we all start looking
I
out
look out the window.
Yeah, we
I
all
just look out this window.
Yeah, all right. So we all start looking out the windows, and what you see is people are ravenously running after other people and grabbing them and just start tearing into their flesh with their hands and biting them like all over. And you see just blood streaks all over the road and stuff just
Who's
being
closest to you?
and stuff being destroyed.
Like, are we all sitting at the table just looking out, or?
Well, I mean, what do y'all want to
Hey,
do?
don't
like
give 'em
stand
a
up and
laugh
actually
on
look out
Question ain't
the
that
window,
cute.
or just peek out the window over the table?
I'd probably end up on the deck.
All right, so
Don't get 'em a laugh
you're
on you,
going
ain't that
outside.
cute.
I always do whenever there's
You
sales
would.
because I'm sleepy.
Okay, all right. So Kaz is going outside on the back deck or on the front porch of the library. All right.
Did the guy that attacked you look like those guys?
Yeah. But you don't know that. But like, do you just ask me
Yeah,
that?
Like, do
we
I
just
ask?
start asking.
Because
Alright.
because you talked about like attacking them and biting them, and I'm like,
Yeah, and I go, yeah, they look kind of like that.
That's
Walking Dead.
That's
You
gonna
know,
be a
it's
little
funny.
bit
We're all
But
that would be our first assumption.
but like when you say that, it dawns on me. I'm like, oh, I look at my arm. I'm like, oh shit.
Josh,
Shoot him, shoot him.
sorry, buddy. Just for the good of the group.
Yeah.
You just hear a slight-
no.
You just hear a slight click.
No. Here's the thing. But I pull my pocket knife out, but I hand it to one of you, and I just go, just in case.
What kind of pocket knife do you have?
He has one like this, but it's a longer
Okay.
blade.
I'll
Yeah.
take it. I'll
All
just,
right. Yeah. So I'll. Yeah.
I
So
think at
I'll,
this point, all of us have our knives.
Yeah,
now,
so-
since all of us have one.
all right. So
I don't have
yeah.
a
Generally, everyone at this table, we always carry a pocket
I
knife.
don't. I have a Swiss Army knife, but that's not really going to do much damage, and I'd probably cut
He's
myself.
different.
Yeah. CJ is strange.
he's weird.
In
Well,
my car,
yeah.
like basically.
All right.
And
All right. So Tim, you get one extra
Okay.
pocket knife from me. All right. So.
I wrote down Josh's
I
name.
did.
All right, but like,
Don't have.
all right.
Nothing
So
to do with
who?
you.
So who would be standing next to me, like directly next to me?
Logically, it'd be
Fucking
me
not
and
me.
Griffin.
me and him, since we're me
And maybe
Tim.
going because of
Well,
because
no,
we're the closest.
Well,
to
yeah,
one
it'd
of
be
those.
you probably. All right, so like all of a sudden, like I just start because like now the smell is getting overwhelming, and I'm just sniffing the air, but like.
I am just like eyes
the,
on
the
Josh.
closer I get to Griffin, the
Yeah,
stronger the
stare.
smell is getting,
Oh God.
and I'm just like,
So are you
Can
like
I, like,
in my
try to-
face sniffing me?
no, like I'm on your, like I'm almost at your shoulder.
Can I,
Okay, I'm just
back
gonna
you
like
up?
CJ's
push
just
you
giving you
and
a
I'm
stare.
pushing you to the wall.
Hold on.
Yeah,
All
I'm
right.
just like
All right,
staring a
so
hole through his
all right,
head.
so what?
I'm just pushing you to the wall basically, and
All right, well, as you're like, all right, so one negative, one positive.
what about
And-
does
and-
martial artist
well-
give me a positive?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, so dexterity.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like that'd be a choice of dexterity or strength. You can say
Okay.
All right,
Two
so two successes and a fail and a
Yeah.
stress. All right, so
Hold
take
on,
one
wait.
stress.
He rolled the exact same thing I did. I call loaded dice.
I call loaded dice.
All right, you don't have to fill in the whole thing. You just make it
I
odd.
I guess at start you might as well put me at the door because the one that goes after my kid, I'm going after them. So.
Well, do you see?
Well,
this
there's a
happened through the
right
window.
He didn't really go
Alright.
after Griffin. Griffin
Yeah.
just kind of moved him back.
Yeah, but if Griffin's attacking
Yeah.
somebody, there's a reason.
All right. Well, he wasn't really attacking me. He was just pushing me away.
Yeah.
But
He's using
even then, like now, it's getting to the point where like I am not like I'm resisting him, and I'm actually trying to go after him. But as this happens, are any of you making actual
I've just been, ever since-
staying perceptive of what's
Yeah,
happening?
I've been
Alright,
keeping an eye on
My
him.
my eyes actually start turning blood red, like a wave of water just rushing over them.
Can I grab
Okay,
a skateboard
Tim,
and hit you over
Tim,
the
now's the
head?
time.
Can I go like
All right,
attack you?
all right, hold on. All right, wait. So you're grabbing your skateboard.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit you over the head with it.
All right. All right. For your skateboard here, actually, you know what? Hold on. I gotta look up for weapons. All right. All right. This would be. Let's see. Wait. All right. I'm gonna say this will give you, one positive. Well. All right. So you start with a positive and a negative, and I'm gonna say this is gonna be a positive die. For large improvised weapon, but also one negative die because it's a breakable weapon, and
Positive B, because you don't know that he's coming for you.
yeah, and
Yeah,
one positive
stealth.
because for sneak, and
What physical stats do you have? What physical?
all
features?
right, and also all right. So are all of you attacking me at this point, or who else but other than him?
I'm kind
just
of
gonna
active.
draw my
I can't
knife.
really attack right
Oh.
now.
I was
gonna
I'm just
stick
focusing
it
on
up
him
in my
now.
I'm gonna also attack you, Josh.
Tim is the closest
So,
to me,
assist.
now, realistically.
All right.
Another
Yeah.
one for
So
assist.
so one for assist, and then all right. What are you attacking with?
Me.
Well,
Who's attacking me?
Oh,
That's
Dave
what-
just said he'll
You're the
attack.
closest, so.
all right. So
I would just attack you with my water bottle.
all right. So.
Feel the weight on this thing before you fully decide what he needs.
Okay, yeah. All right,
It's-
so
you can clock somebody good.
all right, so
Yeah.
It's almost like
That's
we
why.
all right, so start with positive and negative,
So you have a
and
positive
then
and negative.
positive for the improvised small weapon, negative for probably won't do that much damage
And then a positive for assist.
for the assist, yeah, and then
I'm using your knife because
Would
I'm
be
assuming that I still have it in my hand.
all right,
We have a
so
sneak.
yeah, so
Snake.
Yeah, so sneak, positive for the
Assist.
knife.
I got a crossfitter. Did I
Uh,
get anything from that?
No.
Okay. Okay.
Alright, so
Assist. You get another.
alright.
Also, I have junior RTC. Would that give me another positive die?
yeah, I'll say yes for that.
Wait, crossfitter doesn't though.
All right, yeah,
Yeah.
all right, fine.
Alright.
All right, and then one for the assist, but also a negative for the breakable weapon. For
The pocket knife.
yeah,
Okay.
Is this using vitality? Yes.
yeah. All right, all right. What y'all are rolling? This is for vitality. All right, so all three of you roll at the same time.
Why are they,
All right, start
why are they
with.
rolling for
all
that
right,
next shot?
all right. Hold on. Start with Jake. So,
Okay, so-
remember, number for number, positive and negative cancel each other out.
Two successes, 2 fails.
All right, wait, hold on.
2 successes, 2 stresses.
No,
That
I'm
one
saying
wasn't
that
rolled.
that
Oh,
was
okay.
rolled.
Just this one fail.
All right, wait. So, does anything cancel each other out?
Nope. I got 2 5s for negative, a 2 and a 3 for positive.
All right. So, how many successes?
2 and 2.
All right, so all right. All right, what I'm going to say for yours. All right, you take 2 points of physical stress. All right. But you do brain me with it, but it breaks the truck of your skateboard.
Okay.
So it is no longer rideable. However, you can still use it as a weapon.
And can I say I have like a metal truck as like a
All
He wants
yeah.
to keep the metal truck.
Yeah, all right, yeah. So if you can use it to brain someone possibly or just, push someone away. All right.
I got 3 successes,
plus you can
1
always
fail.
fix this.
All right, you take 1 point of physical stress. All right, yeah. Show them where to do it on the track.
It's right here.
The bottom.
Oh.
That's hers.
Oh, okay.
All right,
There, we got it.
all right, and then
I got. So we're doing a vitality, yes.
yeah,
All right. So I got 2 successes and no failures.
and no failures.
No
2 of
failures.
them cancel each other out.
Wow.
Should I
Okay.
be rolling anything for this? Since I'm
Good job,
actively,
Tim.
Since I'm actively dealing with you, should I be rolling something for this? Like,
No.
okay.
All right. So, you 3 officially brain me, and
Sorry, it had to be done.
yeah.
Those 2 brain you. He stabbed you through the fucking eye.
All right. So,
It makes you into a shish
all right,
kebab.
and all right.
The Josh kebab.
Josh, I'm sorry
Well,
about that.
and oddly enough, he got spritzed. All right.
That
So
was nice.
Wait, what?
no, I was
I
being funny
accidentally
because
spritzed him with monster, so he got spritzed with blood.
Yeah.
no, he didn't get spritzed with blood. I was just being funny. So you're fine. All right. So, the knife doesn't break.
All right.
All right. Hey, you had failures, right?
I had 1 failure.
All right. So your bottle gets like warped and dented.
Not
Right.
broken, but then.
Yeah, not dented, but warped.
I can work with that.
All right. So, all right. So, after that happens, what do y'all do at this point?
Are your glasses busted at all, or are they still usable?
Well, where did you hit me?
I hit you in the back of the head.
All right, back of the head,
Top.
top.
He said something about eye. I'll just assume eye. I guess I don't. I mean, here's the deal. It's a question, real quick. Do I know that is this like The Walking Dead where zombies never existed beforehand, or do I know
No,
about
it's-
zombies as a character?
It's
Yeah.
Yeah, you would know what zombies are as a character because there's been movies.
So
So
no,
it
Temple.
just like right
Then
now,
I'll
if this
guess-
happened right now, realistically.
I guess I'll be like, yeah. I guess
Temple?
I'll stop being the eye or it's temple.
Yeah, like in
I'm trying not to
in the
metagame.
ear causes immediate brain damage.
I'm trying not to.
So, yeah.
brain
metagame,
damage.
but
All right, yeah, all right. So yeah, my glasses would be intact.
All right, I'm gonna take. Are they bloody at all?
Not really, no.
I'm gonna take Josh's glasses.
All right, so you take my glasses.
Take his shoes.
I'm gonna search your
No,
we
pockets.
should see if
Hold
his
on,
prescription.
wait, hold on, wait. All right, so, all right, starting around the table from this side. All right, who wants to do what? All right, so he takes my glasses. What do you?
What size shoe do you wear?
10.5, 11.
Never mind, I can't wear those.
I can wear 10.5.
All right, and bear in mind, mine are slip-ons.
I take your wallet.
Yeah, because they're tied up with zip ties.
Jesus, my inventory.
All right, so you take my wallet.
Yes.
Dang, we're getting
All
like
right.
looted.
Yeah. All
I'm
right.
sorry.
So add.
It's like he got.
Hold on. Add 200 and $270
Wow.
to your money total.
All right.
I haven't had a chance to do a deposit. Me and Lauren have
It's
been.
fine.
No, 200?
Lauren's been giving me her tips, and I'm keeping my tips.
So
I
now
was
I'm
gonna
at
do a deposit tonight.
$271.
All right. So there's that, and also I have my debit card. So, but you don't know the PIN number for it.
I can still use it to pick locks if I need to. So
Well, I have other cards in my wallet that you can pick locks with, or like Jimmy locks with.
Yeah, so you can just slide it up behind.
We could figure out the pin code.
Well, yeah, okay.
I'm sure.
And then, all right, and so, all right, you have my knife, you have my wallet. Is anyone planning on taking my keys?
Yeah, we're gonna
Yeah,
search
yeah, we're
out
definitely
that.
taking.
I
your-
raised my hand first.
All right, well,
Yeah.
bear in mind, my truck,
Somebody needs to be able to drive.
yeah, my truck is a stick shift.
I can drive. I can drive stick
Well, I
can
think
drive
me.
stick shift as well.
Okay, so the
Yeah,
three of
but
us
he's
can
like,
drive
he
stick.
actually does have a license or
And those two can drive.
stick shift.
This
Those
is
two
a
can
zombie
drive.
apocalypse.
Well, you don't
Yeah,
know.
but you
Well,
have to,
Yeah,
it's-
but he has
you
experience.
have to be
No,
able to
no,
drive a stick shift in order to
I
operate the
can drive
vehicle.
stick shift.
Okay, that's all we
So
needed.
several of us can drive a stick shift.
Yeah.
and we
Alright.
survive.
all right, and then just say my truck keys.
Okay, so you're taking his truck keys.
Yes, I
Write down Josh's keys.
All right,
I'm gonna
and
rummage.
and also remember backpack.
Yeah, I'm gonna rummage through your backpack, see if there's anything
We'll
useful.
take your phone.
All right, so you take my phone, which was at 93% power.
Okay.
Now remember, you don't know the unlock code for that either.
I can. There's a way to factory reset it though.
Okay.
Connect
And
to
we're
iTunes.
on iPhone. And
Alright.
we're iPhone.
Huh?
Android. Or
Yeah, it's an
iPhone.
iPhone.
You can bypass.
All right, so 93% power, and remember, I have my phone charger with me.
All you have to
I'm gonna
do
go
is
down to
just
your
like
truck.
All right.
Whoa,
get his
hold on,
finger
hold
and
on.
just.
Not yet.
All right, so all right.
I'm rummaging through your bag to see if there's
Alright.
anything useful.
I'm
in
going
there.
with Tim down to the truck 'cause I
I
have
mean,
my
Yeah.
pencils, markers, dice. You know, there's.
Taking your dice and adding them all to mine.
All right. Well, whatever. All right. So, anyways. All right. So remember the backpack. You can carry more stuff
Yeah.
with it. So.
Anything other than pencils, markers, and dice?
Hmm?
Like anything, I don't know, maybe a knife that you carry extra with you, something like that. Anything.
Oh, this is Jack in his truck.
Yeah, there is
It's,
the jack in
fire
my
jack.
in my
Oh
lug,
yeah,
in my,
because Jacks, they have the
yeah, the-
long metal bar. Yeah.
yeah, and my
I'll take
and
that.
my lug nut cross wrench.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
Okay, so
Well,
I'm
they're in
going
his
with
truck.
Tim
We gotta
down
get to
the
his truck.
And remember, my
I'll
truck
carry your bag.
my truck is unlocked, and the window is down. So.
All right, I'm gonna
Well,
grab Josh's
I mean,
bag.
well, I mean, y'all won't know that now. Well, he does because he was there. This, you know, well,
Yeah.
out of game when I pulled
Yeah.
up this morning. Yeah,
And
but
Griffin's aware that there's a police baton in our car along with other weapons.
Oh yeah, we also have their vehicles, so we got three
Yeah.
vehicles.
Shit.
now here's the thing, though. As y'all are going through all my stuff, you hear a scream within the library, and
I'm
Miss,
gonna-
hold on, and Miss Debbie, who normally sits at the circulation desk
The
up
one with white
here,
hair?
yeah, the short white hair, she is like running, like over here to try and like because she knows that we're all in here, and she's trying to get into the room because one of the creatures outside had come in, and slowly the people that are outside that are attacking other people have made their way into the library and are attacking the library staff and anyone who's in
I'll
here.
let her in, but I'm gonna
Yeah.
back away and keep an eye on her just in case.
Yeah.
I'll have my knife in hand.
Yeah, but you're safe.
I
Cause
thought you came back inside.
All right,
So I was
now,
at the door. I would body check her and make sure y'all are safe first. I'm sorry.
all right. Now here's the
They're a
thing:
person.
did anyone have any regret or emotion over having to kill me?
No,
Sorry, no.
You were a zombie.
Maybe a little bit, but not.
I mean,
really.
All right.
I didn't really care. You were a zombie.
nothing like that is
I
critical.
hate.
Sad that you're dead.
The
Alright.
only thing I hate
Alright.
was that I had to kill
Yeah, I'd be a little
a.
upset that.
Hold on.
you know.
All right. So just take 1 point of
Okay.
mental and
Oh.
social stress.
I'll do that.
I'm sorry,
do that.
Josh.
I'll take
I'm not
the
trying to
point
be mean,
because
but
I have
when you get
PTSD.
bit, you're not a human anymore. You're
Well, I
bound to
wasn't
turn.
bit. I was just scratched.
Yeah, but you were infected.
You didn't
You could have
know
cut his
that.
arm off at least.
No,
I'm
it
kidding.
was
I'm kidding.
wrong.
All right. All right. Anyways.
Josh,
Alright.
Wait,
do I
is
need
it
to
the
take
point?
a point because I have PTSD?
Hmm?
Do I need to take a point of stress for emotion because I have PTSD?
Yeah.
Okay, so.
What's,
Do mental
what do
and
we
social.
take? The,
Yeah.
It's mental and social. Okay, so I'll take.
All right. And then
I'll let Miss Debbie in, but I'm gonna back away from the door and like kind of shut the door behind her.
yeah, because you're gonna have to do it quick because
Lawson.
that thing is chasing her.
I'm gonna ask her if she's been bit or scratched.
All right, and she says that yes, she actually had been scratched.
Stabbing.
I'm stabbing her in the temple.
I already said I'm stabbing her in the throat.
Wow.
so-
Okay.
Did one of them scratch her? Are we sure? Like she was just. 'cause
Yeah,
we know
you,
Josh.
you can like she was wearing a short sleeve shirt, so you can
You can
visibly
visually
see
tell that it was like a tear like
yeah,
yours.
yeah, just a
Wait.
massive claw mark.
Is one of y'all's knives serrated?
Make
Is
sure
one
it's
of y'all's
not
knives serrated?
No.
It's not serrated. Dude, anyone's
the back,
knife
the
serrated?
back
His
of
is.
his is.
Okay, I'm taking it. Wait, we don't have shit to
Too.
bandage her with. do
Tim's
we?
is too.
We have shirts.
Excuse
I
me,
have
I have
a
a
shirt.
right
Okay,
now.
I'm sawing like right at the top end of her shoulder. I'm just sawing as fast as I
You're
can.
just flat. You're just flat
She's
out
like
carving
feet,
her
right?
arm.
Yeah,
off.
I'm okay. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna like just ram the blunt end on her head, knock her out, and just saw her arm off right here.
Dude.
Wow.
That
I'm
is
sorry.
awesome.
It could. Well, no. It could stop the spread of infection.
Yeah.
I actually see where you're going
Save
here.
her.
Yeah,
I
I'm
mean,
gonna
you
do it
guys
as
could have
fast
did
as I
that
can.
with Josh, but instead you killed
Okay, and I'm gonna say,
For
Tim,
Josh,
you
you
need to
could
stomp
already
on the knife
spray.
as hard as you
It's
can
too
while and then a couple times to help me, like every now and then to help me
Why
saw.
can we do that with
So
Josh?
basically, so I think that would count as
It didn't
like
really-
Josh was
Because
already
no
there.
one
assist.
loves Josh.
Well, no, because
Well,
Josh
no.
was already too far. Like
That's
we could
true.
see that we didn't know the zombie apocalypse was happening.
What?
We already saw his eyes start to turn red.
What were
when
you
we
trying to say?
realized.
Well, you got a point.
And remember, like how much time it took for that to happen.
But we didn't know at the time. We figured logically we would have
So
figured you
how
just got
much?
scratched.
All right, so I'm gonna say that it took from the point of the scratch
Mm-hmm.
to my eyes turning red was about
5 minutes.
5 to 10 minutes
Okay.
Okay,
to,
wow.
to completely turn.
Okay.
Now, bear in mind, like
Bones?
you weren't entirely sure of my level of strength, whether or not I was still like if, all right, out of game, if I was a fast mover or a slow mover, or if my strength was somehow increased by it. You're not entirely sure.
Yeah.
Now, bear in mind, I weigh about 190 right now. Griffin was trying to push me off, but he was struggling against me. But he wasn't entirely sure, like, if it was because just me being me, or if I had increased strength somehow.
Yeah, because I doubt any of us have done a arm wrestling match or something, test your strength stuff. So
All right.
What were you gonna say?
It doesn't matter, I'm the only person that's worked in medical.
Didn't
but,
say what
you
you're
know,
gonna-
yeah, I mean,
Jesus.
it's fine.
All right.
You would be better off breaking the bone before you cut it.
Yeah, but if you're gonna cut her arm, if you're planning
Yeah,
on
but-
cutting her arm off at the shoulder, you'd have to dislocate her shoulder
Yeah,
first.
Did you
you're
come back
gonna
in
have
the
to
room?
stop it.
Then you can suggest that, and we can
Well-
dislocate
Well, I
it.
don't know, did I come back in the room before
That's up to
you
you.
shut
Yeah,
the
you had
door?
already come back into the room.
Okay, well, okay.
Yeah.
Then
Sorry.
that would be
So,
great.
I'm gonna help
So
her-
So maybe we should let her do the dislocating of the arm and the breaking
Yeah,
and everything
I'll
because she's
saw
got
it
medical
after
stuff.
that.
Yeah, I have
Alright,
medical
so
experience.
I think Griffin just wants to saw
All right.
somebody's arm off.
All right. So all
I'm
right.
watching the door.
All right. So you're watching the door.
I'm watching the door
All
for
right.
more of them.
All right. All right. Hold on. So as this is happening,
I'm
all right,
gonna-
cause I need you to All right. So start with a positive and negative.
So
Give a positive for medical knowledge.
Wait,
First for knowledge.
Yeah.
alright,
So
positive for medical
it's
knowledge.
dexterity or
Okay.
vitality.
this would
This would
be.
be
We
logic.
said one positive, one negative, yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
no, you get an extra positive for medical knowledge. So
Well, it would be logic and vitality because she's physically trying to
Mhm.
dislocate her shoulder, but logic because she's
Yeah.
trying to recall memory.
Yeah.
Or no,
Or-
if,
or-
if it's recalling memory, it's willpower.
Yeah, willpower.
Um,
That's right.
where's your
Okay, well,
message?
yeah,
Which way?
here, you can go from
All
there.
right. Now, is
Oh, no.
anyone holding Debbie down so that way she can do this easier?
Yeah.
All right.
Would
So
she have
I'm
stronger
sitting on
arms
it.
for
I'll
distance
try.
swimming?
don't call Miss Debbie that.
You also can
All right. So
Yeah, but
she's
it's
sweet.
because- Would she have stronger arms because of distance
Not for
swimming?
me.
Huh?
Would she have stronger arms because of distance swimming?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So that would be another positive.
And then all right. And then a
What is
positive.
eidetic?
And then eidetic.
Perfect recall.
And then another positive because Jake is assisting by sitting on Miss Debbie.
Okay. Anything for eidetic?
No.
Okay.
No, and but also add a negative because you're trying to do this quickly under stress.
Yeah.
Actually, no, wait, add one more negative.
Yeah, because PTSD, somebody else
Yeah.
might take over. I may have to yell at
Yeah.
them.
Alright.
Okay.
All right, just
Whoa, that's
Whoa.
really are.
so.
Alright, so
I'm sorry.
All right, no, hold
Gotta
on,
get-
no, wait, no, the 4 and the 4 is what she rolled. All right, so
So
those
that
two cancel each other out.
this is a 4.
That
Alright.
was
Yeah, it was a
yeah.
4.
There was 2 4s.
Alright, so the
Yeah,
4
so
and the 4
those two cancel each
out.
other out.
She has got 2 fails and 3 successes.
All right, so
Wait, what is she?
Where well, she's got a success in what is it? Logic or willpower?
which one's higher?
Logic.
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 No, willpower is what you use for memory
Okay.
recall.
So she's using that for the medical stuff. So she got 2 successes, 2 fails, and then
One
in
doesn't
vitality she's got 2 successes, 2 fails.
All right, so take all right, I'm gonna say for take 1 point of mental stress, 1 point of physical stress, and you successfully dislocate her shoulder.
Alright. So where's that? Mental stress
I'll start sawing.
and physical stress.
Huh?
I'll start like sawing.
All right, so you're going to start sawing. Now, are you taking her advice into account on how to properly do this?
Yeah.
All right,
Yes.
so start positive, negative. Positive for the assist, positive because she's telling you how to do this. Now, are you going to be squeamish doing this because you know Miss Debbie?
I barely know Miss Debbie.
Well, still, she's nice and polite.
He's
Not
not
to
afraid,
me.
though. He's not very
mean to
much of a
me.
person.
She's
I would like to
mean
make
to
a
me.
statement. Wouldn't he be trying, like, this would be trying to save her life? Would he really be squeamish if he's trying to save someone's life?
I think
I work some.
I'm the only one that's really like closely any kind of where near connected.
And the thing
to
is,
library
blood
staff.
doesn't bother me. I've
You think it'd be
blood
one?
and stuff in
I
general.
mean,
Alright.
he sticks himself with needles on a regular
All right,
basis.
so
And
roll.
So take off the-
He's diabetic, not like
Oh, but
Yeah,
no.
I'm not doing heroin.
Wait. Also, add a negative.
diabetic.
Hold on. Add a negative because you're also trying to do this while you have an opponent outside the door.
So 3 positive.
Is it
2
just one
negative.
outside the door right now?
Well, as far as you can tell, yeah.
Still. So 3 positive, 2 negative.
Yeah.
Well, I'm only watching the door, yeah. So
Yeah.
Alright.
I just realized I have a mini flamethrower.
All right, that counts.
Okay. So what's that? What's
Um,
dexterity?
Yeah, Dex.
Dex. So that's 3 success
Actually would
and
knock someone
2
out.
stress.
All right, so 2 physical stress. All right, and all right, so you successfully carve her arm off. Are you carving? You're carving it at the shoulder, right?
Yeah, like as
Alright.
close to the shoulder as I can.
All right. And all right. Now, while this is happening, Debbie is screaming profusely.
In pain.
I would
In
cover,
pain.
I feel like all of us would take
cover her mouth
a,
or calm her down.
a mental stress.
Hmm?
Wouldn't all of us take a mental stress maybe because of that?
Yeah.
Because like that
Yeah.
and this and that. And
Yeah.
Can I cut one of the sleeves off of my hoodie and just like put it over her mouth to like muffle the noise?
wow.
Or are you trying to use it as a
Here's
bite for her to
here's
bite
what
down
I'm gonna
on?
do. Yeah, that's
A
actually
little
what I'm
bit
gonna
of
do.
both.
I'm gonna take what have I got? Give me just a second. Yeah, I've got a bowel gag. Here you go. Bite on this. That's literally all I've got that somebody can bite on.
Do you have? Does anyone have anything to use sort of band? I have adhesive medical tape.
I can. We can just.
Well, I have tape. I just need
You
something
can
to
just
actually.
rip off Josh's shirt.
You're right.
No,
That's
No,
that's
blood.
got infection stuff
Yeah,
on
that's
it.
right.
You
That's
can use
gonna
my
make
hoodie.
Okay, I'll use his hoodie, like rip off a piece of it,
Alright.
all it up, and
All right, so
And I
for your hoodie, take off a sleeve, like
and you have alcohol.
hoodie
right?
minus 1 sleeve.
I have a medical kit because I have to constantly do my own procedures, so yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I can disinfect it then.
All right,
I'm just gonna ball gag
we'll,
for her to bite down on it.
we'll take out whatever supplies you would need to do her shoulder up out of the kit.
Can you even kill the zombie virus or whatever with
We don't know.
We don't know.
We don't know.
We don't
have to
know.
try,
We're
right?
trying to
Yeah,
figure it
like-
out.
Bleach with us.
Like literally, you're going by what you've seen
We're
in
gonna throw
movies.
bleach on her.
You're,
Yeah.
you're,
Shop
you're,
alcohol.
you're going off what you've seen in movies and what you've seen in TV
Yeah.
shows and what you've read in
We're
books.
going by what
So
we
just
know.
disinfect the hoodie sleeve.
Everybody has
Tie
a
it up.
lighter.
Not
Everybody
me.
has a lighter.
Not me.
Except
I
those
don't
two
know.
with
Except
those
those two.
That's how you
Yeah.
deal with flesh to seal it off. It's with fire.
Possible
Harder
lighter
and-
and
Hang on. Do we
lighter,
have anything
okay.
flammable? Do we have anything flammable?
Yes,
on
body
Yeah,
spray.
and I have insect spray.
Wouldn't,
We have
no,
two.
I don't think we should use the body spray because that can,
True.
yeah.
None of the sprays we have, both of the sprays we have, because I have insect spray, they would both be.
Does anybody have like whiskey or anything like that that's like
No.
The
flammable?
lighter.
No.
Declan will come in.
This is
Declan
this
just
is
charges
a,
it out of nowhere.
this is a
We can
library.
like not.
This is
Light
a-
up one of the lights of the
Hey,
night.
this is a library, not a
Yeah.
bar.
I'm gonna
Well, no,
coat
because
it with
I
as
figured
much
somebody
rubbing
might-
alcohol as I can, like the surface,
And then
and
you
light that
foam
on
that
fire, and just do
syrup.
that over and over until it cauterizes.
All right,
Yeah,
so
we'll just
you
cauterize
do-
it with
all right,
ice.
so
Like I said,
What is it?
so take off a quarter of a bottle of alcohol out of the supply of it.
That's yours.
Well, we've also got the alcohol wipes, but yeah, I'll take off the.
is that flammable?
Rubbing alcohol, yeah, it's
Yeah.
Why don't we
flammable.
just pour the rubbing alcohol on there and light that on fire?
That's what I did.
Oh,
over
I
and
thought we
over.
were heating the
Just said-
knife.
No.
No.
Oh,
No,
thank
now we only
Jesus.
have 3/4
That would take
of
forever. You'd need a
and
blowtorch to get a
Take a
knife
point of
hot
physical
enough.
retardation.
All right. Anyways, all right.
But
So,
now,
all right. So at the
Blowtorch
all
in
right,
his house.
all right. Hold on. At this point, you've successfully stopped Debbie's bleeding on her shoulder. However, you're not entirely sure if that actually stops the infection.
Left arm. Not right.
Which arm did?
I thought
You
it was
motioned
right,
for
but
the
you
with the
said
right arm.
left.
You did
Yeah,
yes.
for her right arm. Or yeah, her right
yeah,
arm is
okay.
cleaved.
Okay.
All right, so
The shoulder that was affected.
all right, yeah, all right. So now here's the thing: you don't know if cleaving her arm actually stopped the infection. You don't know how fast it spreads. You just know that from the time when you get scratched or bitten, there's a 5 to 10 minute window to like when you turn,
Isolate her.
and that's all you like. That's all you know.
Okay, how
I'm
long? How
shooting
long?
her a death
So
stare.
so in a gear or knowledge, just put what's the word? Zombie maturation period, like 5 to 10 minute knowledge.
Wouldn't that be turn period?
Yeah, just put like zombie, like human zombie turn, 5 to 10 minutes.
Or yeah. I'm
So
gonna
basically,
write that in
it's
inventory.
1.5.
I'm gonna write that.
All right.
Would that be a positive feature in the mental, actually? Regarding that?
No, that's
I'm just
not.
putting mine on the back.
Just knowledge.
It's just knowledge. That's all. All right. So
I'm shooting
So
her.
I'm gonna pick up her arm.
The fuck?
I have an idea.
okay.
I'm gonna beat
Now remember, it's visibly scratched and still has blood coming out of it.
Yeah, not the best idea to pick it up.
Yeah.
I'm not picking it up barehanded.
Okay.
All right.
I'm gonna take a piece of his hoodie off, just rip off a sleeve and wrap it around the arm to pick it up.
So now I have a
A,
hoodie
a
vest.
sleeveless hoodie. So
It's
right,
Alright.
5 to 10 minutes.
You also don't have that can permeate.
Is it 5 minutes
cloth.
exactly or 5 to 10?
5 to 10. It can be varied.
But you don't know if it can permeate cloth.
We'll find out, I guess.
Yeah, well, I guess you're a test subject.
I'm doing
Alright.
this. I can't
And at
finish
this
that
point, the
line.
zombie runs into the room.
I'm gonna take that arm
All right.
and I'm gonna tell Tim to keep an eye and watch my back just in case if he needs to pull me back. I'm gonna crack the door just enough to reach her arm out the window.
All
Or,
right.
well, not the window, but out the crack in the door.
All right.
And kind of move it to try and get the zombie's attention to see if it takes it.
All right. It doesn't.
It doesn't.
No.
I'm gonna pull it back in and shut the door. Okay, so they do not.
All right. Well, here, in order to shut the door, both of you have to make a vitality check.
Both of
All
us.
right.
Yeah.
So positive,
Because
negative.
you were guarding the
Positive
door originally, and all right. So
Is there-
positive, negative, 1 for assist for both of you.
Anything else?
I have crossfitter.
I have
Um,
martial arts and crack shot in your physical. That's it.
No, CrossFit. He would get one. You don't.
Okay.
And
Can I brace myself with my foot to pull it closed?
yeah, you can brace yourself. I'll
Okay.
grant you that. And both of you are assisting each other, but also because of the difficulty of, of the zombie.
Is anybody else gonna jump in and assist?
add another
Yeah, I
negative.
got you.
Well,
Okay.
no, there's only enough room for the two of you to deal with the door because there's only one hand.
Okay.
Wait, what? Okay, alright.
All right.
So we get an extra negative for.
Yeah, for the difficulty.
Which one is she
Wow.
in? Is Debbie in?
Well, I got 2 fails and 2 successes, or 3 successes.
All right, so you
I got the same.
you successfully close the door,
Well, no,
but
two
both of you take 2 physical.
canceled out. Or
There you
one
go.
of them
Or,
canceled out.
or
I got 2 fails and 1 success.
all right, in that case, you got what?
I got 2 fails, or no, 1 fail, 2 successes. I'm
That's what I say,
retarded.
what
All
the
right,
fuck?
then yeah, you take 1 point of physical stress.
Alright.
All right. So now you figured out that once, like,
Once it's infected, they don't care.
yeah, they don't care to eat it.
All these. 1, 2, 8. And I'm gonna share that with everybody so they all know.
Hmm?
Infected
Oh, I'm still letting them try and figure it out.
material.
All right. So yeah. So what you know so far
Mm-hmm.
is a dislocated arm with a scratch.
Mm-hmm.
They won't eat.
Well, I'm assuming they won't eat infected materials.
All right. Well, I mean, they're still attacking people downstairs
Yeah.
and then eating them,
But
but
you gotta remember,
No,
Miss
for
Debbie
what-
got scratched. There was time for the infection to start spreading.
yeah. So
That's my
Right.
assumption because the infection spread a little.
all right. So now, bear in mind, she lost quite a bit of blood during the shoulder
Yeah.
hack, so she's still kind of woozy and weak.
Anybody have?
All right.
orange
So
juice?
what are you guys planning on doing at this point? Are you gonna try and like break a window, or are you actually gonna try and deal with the zombie out the door?
I'm gonna try to deal with the zombie
Hold
out the
on,
door,
is
but
there-
with like I'm gonna grab him and maybe like him. Help.
Question: Is there
I have no
a-
weapon. What the fuck do you expect me to do?
Hold on,
Crack
wait.
at it?
Guys, like not to sound like snarky, you're sitting in chairs.
Use the chair. Hit him with the hot seat.
Have you
Fuck
never
you,
seen a
chair.
cartoon with a lion tamer with a chair and a whip?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good point. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have somebody help me, and I'm gonna
Remember your D&D training.
Just speak up if you're gonna. Just speak up and we'll hear you.
Yeah.
Well, she's got medical stuff that she's
Yeah.
gonna do for Debbie.
Yeah, cause
Well, we know
yeah,
how to
you,
test
you,
whether she's infected.
you got to speak up when you're
Yeah.
dealing with these five.
Okay, well,
Sorry.
y'all are dealing with the physical attack.
And
I'm
Emily's
going
just
to-
chilling in a corner.
I'm going to,
Playing on her phone.
like, take his syringe, draw some blood from her, and place it on, like, a little flag they can throw out there to see if the zombies go towards it. You wrap it around.
What her? What?
Yeah, she's gonna take a syringe and take some of her blood and put it on something and throw it out the door where the zombie
See if
is.
the zombies go towards it.
Okay. All right. What do you want to put it on?
What
Well, I've got.
I have some
I've got a
napkins.
notebook.
Well, you remember, cloth doesn't fling that far.
No, you have to tie it around something. We've got dice.
Pencils.
Yeah.
Dice for
break
days,
a chair
yo.
leg
Yeah.
and use them. Break a
Well-
chair leg and stick it out there. And
Well, no,
toss
she's
it.
trying to see if it catches the zombie's
We're
attention.
going to try to get them away from the door.
I'm keeping the chair.
Yeah.
It's his hot seat.
There's
don't
other
worry.
chairs.
You can break a leg, put the blood on it, and throw that leg
I
out.
can throw it through a much narrower area if I just tie the cloth around some dice.
All right. Well, as this is happening, you start to see one or two more infected people
Mhm.
slowly,
Come up the steps.
slowly walking up the stairs.
So not running.
Question.
Slow.
Not running, but they look like they've been infected far longer than
Okay.
the one who's been at the door. But the
Oh,
one at the
it
but,
seems like
but,
Resident Evil.
but the one at the door has started to slow down visibly.
Okay.
Question:
So, kinda
is
like Resident
there-
Evil.
Is there any zombies on the balcony?
On the balcony, no.
No.
Here's my idea. I'm gonna take a chair and I'm just gonna slam it at the balcony or at the windows towards the balcony.
All right.
Try and break
So,
Can I assist with that?
sure. All right. So one positive, one negative, one positive for the assist, one positive for using the chair, and one negative for the increased difficulty because you don't know if it's shatterproof.
Positive for adaptive because
Um,
I have a mental trait adaptive.
but no, this is just strictly physical. Because remember, you don't know if it's soundproof, break-proof, or whatever.
3 successes, 2 fails.
And this is vitality, right?
Yeah.
All the while I'm
successes,
still
2
watching
fails.
the door.
All right. So whatever fails you took, take in physical stress.
Okay, so I have a full bar of
Yeah, we both have full
stress,
bars.
and I'm starting on my second one now.
All right. So here's what's happening. When all right. So you crack the glass.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't shatter.
Okay.
However, the chair breaks visibly.
Does one of these like really long bars on the back side break off? I'm picking that up. I'm picking up like, so if you look at the back of your chair, there's like a long piece of wood that's a solid piece. I'm picking that up.
All right. So now you have an improvised beat stick.
I'm gonna
Mhm.
take the truck that broke off my skateboard since
Oh.
it's solid metal, and I'm gonna try and break the rest of the window.
Well,
Well, my
fuck it away.
my
Hold on.
my whatever you call it knife has a glass breaker on the end.
It has a glass breaker on the
Yeah,
end.
it has a glass breaker. My
No,
pen does
then
too.
I'm
Actually,
not doing that.
my pen has a glass breaker too.
All right. So you here. Let me see that.
It's a relatively small glass breaker. The one on the knife is like this big.
Lock that door with that fucking tablet.
The door opens
All
that way.
right.
Yeah, so
But if you lean
All right,
it's
all right, so
not the tablet.
do. All right. So do positive, negative.
Positive, negative.
One positive for the cracked glass, and then actually 2 negatives for the pen that you're using.
I was gonna use the trench knife.
Oh, the trench knife. In that case, just
Okay.
hold on, just an extra positive.
For the glass breaker.
Yeah.
Okay. Vitality or dexterity?
I'm gonna say Dex.
Thank you. That's too higher than my vitality. Are you serious?
Alright.
0 successes, 1 stress. Literally 2 6s and the 5.
Alright, so take a physical stress and
I have a resistance of 1.
and the
Resistance of 1, I already have 3 physical stress.
No, you have to translate that into trauma to get rid of it.
No, but the resistance. Because I filled up the first bar, I've got 3 physical stress.
Yeah, I know, but that's later. You have to deal with trauma before you can get a resistance.
That's
Hold
not
on.
what you explained.
Hold on.
Wait a minute, since I'm starting with a trauma, do I have a resistance then?
No, what are you starting?
Because of the broken wrist thing. Because I started with a week of trauma. Or a 1 week thing. You
Is
told
it
me
still
to put that
broken
down.
or is it
Yeah.
healed?
It's still healing.
Oh, yeah, it's still healing. You don't have resistance with it.
What you
Okay.
said was
Alright.
that when the bar filled up.
Yeah, when
Okay.
when the bar fills up, you have to translate that down into a trauma. Once the trauma heals, then you gain resistance.
Does my
Where were we? Because I'm like now.
Breaking
we
the
were trying to
window.
break through the
Alright, so
window.
breaking
I'm
the
hitting
window.
it with the metal
All
truck.
right, so the
I'm saying out of the way.
the trench knife didn't break it.
Can I hit it with the metal truck that broke off my skateboard?
Yeah,
And
sure.
try and break it.
All right, so positive, negative to start. Positive for the cracked glass, and then a negative for the truck,
Got it.
but a positive because it's
Wait, a
made-
negative for the crit?
Yeah, yeah.
'Cause it's-
because it's an improvised.
Oh,
It's
okay.
not an actual thing, and but a 1 positive because it's made out of metal.
These two cancel.
So I got 2 successes, 1 failure.
All right, so you shatter the glass the rest of the way, but you still take a point of physical stress.
Okay, so we've got the glass. Is there any glass like around the edges that we need to knock out? All right,
Yeah.
so
But
we
you
have to
can-
roll to just knock that out.
No, you don't have to roll.
Okay.
You can just take the stick and just go around it and
All right.
clean it off. All right.
I'm gonna.
I'm useful for once.
I'm gonna take
You're not
this
sitting in the
table.
corner casting magic.
Hold on, guys.
I'm gonna take this table and put it behind the door,
Okay.
like right up against the door.
So he's gonna take that table, flip it, and barricade the door.
All right. All right. So as you do that, as you do that, you guys are having to move everything out of the way for the most part, and but as you're doing that, the door actually opens
By what? What opened it?
by the creature by the
So
humanoid
question-
that was
It's a
outside.
question. So it's opening the door. It's coming in as the table's moving. Is it kind of like falling over the table, or is it just like stopping at the table, like grah, or what is it doing?
It's like
Pushing
trying.
the table.
It's visibly trying to climb over the table and lunge it.
Can I attack it?
And lunge at all of you.
Alright,
Yeah,
so
can we
this-
attack it?
Yeah, can we all assist? Because I'm assisting with my beat stick.
Yeah.
All right, so hold on. Like, how do you want? Like, how are you wanting to do this? Are you wanting to like attack it first by banging it in the back of the head to try and knock it into the floor?
I'm gonna take
Yeah.
the beat stick, take the end of it, and just slam
Yeah,
it
that
in the
doesn't
side of his
affect
head.
it.
All right.
That doesn't affect it. You can still
You can
attack.
still attack. So what that means is if you have a full bar of stress, you can so like the
You can
1
transfer
bar,
that to a trauma.
You can transfer that into a mental trauma, which 1 bar, 1 day, 2 is a week, and 3 is a month. And that's how long it would take to
All right.
heal.
Alright, so I've got positive and negative.
Alright,
Do I got
hold-
positive because it's distracted climbing over?
Hold on. All right. All right. So for yours, all right. So start with a positive, negative. 1 positive for the stick, 1 negative for the stick because it's breaking.
Would I get a negative for martial arts training?
Yeah.
You mean a positive?
Or no, or yeah,
Yeah.
positive.
So and then,
And then-
1 for assist because they're assisting.
Okay.
And
then just distracted.
and also 1 negative because stressful situation.
Okay, and do I get a positive for it being distracted climbing the table?
No.
Okay.
All right.
Let me move that.
Alright, so I've got.
That
I'm using
cancels.
dexterity.
Yeah.
Okay. Pass. Pass. I got 2 failures, 3 successes.
All right. What?
2 failures, 3 successes.
2 failures, 3 successes. Okay. So you successfully knock the creature down into the ground,
Mm-hmm.
but you still take a point of physical stress.
Okay. Can I translate my first bar into trauma? Like a day of trauma?
Not yet.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, because I'm going to say that in order to translate stress into trauma, you have to be in a safe
Okay.
area to be
Okay.
able to do that.
Makes sense.
And rest.
Alright,
Alright.
then I guess I'll just try to bring it.
Alright. So, alright. So you knock the creature into the ground, and you brain it for the most part. You know, however, it is not visibly like done.
It's not dead.
Yeah,
but I
so
knocked it off.
it is trying to like get up and like
gonna
start
try to
trying to
brain it with
claw.
the knife.
All right, so
Positive, negative,
and then positive for the knife, positive because it's on the ground,
and also
Assist.
I have crossfire.
and positive for assist, but
Crossfitter.
also negative for stressful situation, and yeah, for
So do I
CrossFit.
get the same thing as him, but
Well,
minus
you're
one
not.
positive?
He's going after I knock it down.
Yeah, so
I just imagine me knocking it down and
Hey.
just like snapping at it with knives.
That's fine, because what if we have cuts?
Okay, so is it vitality?
yeah.
So that's it. Alright. So I have 4 successes, 1 failure.
All right, so 1 point of physical stress, and you absolutely literally just take that claw knife and just drive it right into the back of its skull and twist the knife, you know, almost like a double tap with a gun,
Yeah.
and like it's
Just to
and
make
it
sure.
just stops moving.
Okay.
It lies limp
permanently.
on the floor.
All right.
So I'm gonna.
All right. So do you pull the door back closed?
Mhm.
After we put the zombie in front of the door. Because they won't go.
They won't go after
Yeah,
infected
they won't.
All right,
material.
so you're putting the zombie. All right, so you're closing the door, but you're putting the zombie up against the door, and you're wedging it with the table. Is
Yeah.
that what
Yes.
you're doing? All right. So, yeah. So just so I have that straight.
Yeah.
All right. So now that that's happened, do you see the other two slow-moving ones still moving slowly towards the door because they can visibly see all of you, so they're attracted to you, and you're trying not to make noise, but you're still making enough noise to where they can hear you.
Is the,
Alright.
the window's broken at this point?
Yeah.
That window.
This window.
window.
Yeah, that window directly behind you. That's the one that's broken. All right, and all the glass is knocked out of the edges.
Yeah.
So, because you guys swept it off out onto the balcony.
Yeah.
So, all right.
Also, just real quick, I'm gonna take another physical damage because I have sunburn.
Oh, okay.
A minor one, but still.
Actually, just put that as a physical trauma.
Okay.
Yeah. So just put sunburn and just put it as
Maybe a week or.
yeah, 1 week.
I'm sunburned too.
Then yeah, put sunburn as 1 week physical trauma. Hey, will you show her where to put that on the sheet?
Wouldn't
CJ?
there be more zombies attracted, towards the library because of the sound of the glass shattering?
Yeah, there would be, and because they increase noise,
Yeah.
but they can't climb,
Yeah.
so they would just be like running
And you're not
inside.
Superman.
Yeah.
They'd be running inside, and then kind of moving up the stairs, but like
Yeah.
they wouldn't really know like how to get up unless they just like walked around the stairs and then
Yeah.
finally made their way up.
I laughed that
Because
one
then
zombie
that would
trips on
make
the
it
top stair.
easier. That would make it easier to get out because there'd be less zombies outside. They would be.
Well, not as far as you know, because remember all the people like I'm
The
gonna.
street is just completely flooded with zombies.
Yeah,
right now.
it's flooded with zombies. So
Is anyone here, do you know how to do specialized knots, like there any Boy Scouts or anything? Okay, well, y'all are getting my paracord.
Got it.
Okay.
all right.
So,
All right, so what? All right, because remember, the balcony doors are unlocked.
Yeah.
That one that's over there directly behind us. That one is not locked. That one is locked. It's always locked.
is there any other broken pieces of wood? Because then we can just slide it between the handlebars, and we have that. we
Yeah,
have
I mean
this-
that chair was still shattered
Well,
enough
that's
to
not
where.
even what I'm thinking. I'm thinking because she wants to test whether or not Miss Debbie is still infected, and she is still in the room with us. So take the blood and throw it. See if they're
We
attracted
can
to
do
it.
that, but then afterwards we kind of, because if it is attracting them, that'll
We
attract
can,
us towards
we
the
can throw
door.
that outside until like far enough so if it does attract them,
That's true.
they
'cause
come
we
away
can
from the
see-
library more.
We can see down
Well,
there.
Yeah, so we can just throw it towards like the clock or that way. Either way.
Yeah.
But I
So
still
say
want
we
way.
to,
take
I'm
it
still
and
lock
wrap it
that
around.
because I want to have this area secure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it would be thrown that way because if we throw it down there,
Alright, so-
we're
so-
gonna attract them towards the library.
All right, so far what you figured out is they're attracted by sight and by sound. Now you're not sure if they're attracted by smell. However, you're fairly certain that in all likelihood they are. All right, so you're gonna take something and put a little bit of
Wrap
that.
it around a dice.
So you're gonna, all right, hold on. So you're gonna take Miss Debbie's leftover blood, like some of
So
her
the
leftover
blood that she
blood.
took in the syringe.
All right, and you're gonna. What are you gonna coat? Like
Just take a piece of cloth and we're gonna wrap it around
A D20.
a
a
D20.
D20. And do we have anything that we can use to wrap around the top of it and just kind of lower it down so it doesn't
Rubber
make
bands.
noise?
Yes.
I have magic cards with me that have
I
rubber
have,
bands on them, so I can
I
take
have
a rubber
hair
band.
bands.
You can even just tie it especially.
Don't ask why.
Oh, well, remember also, I was also wearing my belt. Remember?
Oh,
No, Yeah.
I have a strapped leather belt, so.
Yeah.
Darn.
Alright, so you're on the balcony, and you, like, do you lower it, or do you
I
just...
lower
or
it
do
'cause I
you-
wanna see
or
if
do
they
you-
go after it,
Or
'cause
do
I'm
you
just
just, or do you
lowering it.
just throw it? Because there are empty areas, like...
No, because they're attracted by sound. I don't want to attract them with sound. I want to stay as quiet as possible. I want to stay low so they don't see me, and just kind of lower it under one of the railings.
Alright, so do you want to lower it, like, where the mulch is, where this tree is, or do you want to lower it, like, where the paving...
In an open area where they're not near it.
Where the paving stones are.
Are both of those open areas?
Yeah, there.
Okay, then I'll lower it towards the paving stone to see if they go towards it.
Alright,
and
so-
I'm kind of just going to watch.
Alright, well, they...
And I'm gonna watch
Well,
that
they
door.
don't really, like... They're not really looking up, they're just, like, looking straight forward. And they're not really attracted to it, like, as far as you can tell, because you're not entirely certain, like, if it's out of their range of smell, because, again, they're not looking up, so
Alright,
they're...
then I'm
Alright,
gonna
so are you
take-
just gonna drop it?
I'm going to take my belt, and I'm going to put it through the loop of yours,
Alright.
and I'm going to lower it as low as I can with those two.
Alright, so it gets a little closer, and that's when they actually start looking up and visibly smell it, and they start reaching and clawing.
So
for
they're
it.
going towards it.
Yeah. Now, hold on. So, alright, so now you know that they are attracted to smell.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
And they are...
Now, are you gonna do, like, are you gonna try and test to see if they are attracted by smell, like if you're still human and you're just covering yourself in zombie putrefaction? Like that one episode of The Walking Dead.
Yeah, I know
where
what
they
you're
covered
saying, but I'm
themselves.
worried about that one because of cuts and stuff on your body.
I have a rain slicker, so one person can do that.
Alright.
And I would be, wait, is the zombie arm that was infected still? There's a dead zombie, never mind. I'm going to be taking blood while it's still warm enough to not coagulate so that we can work on a cure later. Well, I don't know how long this can
Can we take some of that blood and kind of...
Yeah, there's still blood in that zombie.
Oh, what am I thinking? I'm wanting to see if they do go towards infected material at all. So I want to take some of the blood and kind of just drip it out of the needle onto the sidewalk.
Yeah, they're not like they
Okay.
like they see blood dripping down and they act like they're starting to go towards it, and then they stop and go back to what they were doing.
All right, and they just keep focusing on the lower D20 blood.
Okay, you should try it
Bloody
without the D20 with blood hanging down as well. Like pull that up and then do the same thing and see if maybe they're more.
All right, then yeah, we'll do that with a syringe of Miss Debbie's blood.
All right.
Just with the non-infected
We'll just
blood
take some
pulled
of Miss
out.
Debbie's blood and just like drip it over the side.
Yeah. All right. So you.
No, I meant like pull up the one that's got the human blood, and then
I know,
see.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but then use the infected blood.
They don't care about the infected blood. We already checked that. Like they heard it
Well,
drip.
like
and
they
everything, looked
responded
for
a
it just
little
didn't
bit
do
and
shit.
then.
because they heard it drip.
Okay, well.
All right.
I'm only taking infected blood for storage, not to use on
Now, how many
material.
syringes do we have?
Well, I would probably only use about 3 of his until we get somewhere to where
Uh-huh.
we would have enough for insulin.
Okay.
You know?
Then I'm gonna use the syringe that we already used to get Miss Debbie's blood and draw. Well, I guess there's still more in there because we didn't use all of it. I'm kind of just gonna drip it off to the side on the mulch to where it doesn't make noise and see if
Alright.
it catches any of his attention.
All right. Uninfected.
Yeah, her blood. Well, we
Alright.
don't know if it's uninfected. That's why we're doing
All right.
this.
So you're dripping her blood onto the paving stones,
No, onto the mulch so it doesn't make any
onto
noise.
the mulch. All right. And because it's on the mulch,
Mhm.
and like it's slowly going to like their
Mhm.
smell level, they start, and they like their heads. Like remember Jason from the Friday the 13th
Yeah, they
movies?
just
How his
turn,
head
yeah.
turns and then his body follows. That happens the exact same way. Like they
Alright.
turn and just start diving towards
So-
the mulch.
From what I can tell from this, Miss Debbie's not infected anymore.
All right, yeah.
So I'm
you're
gonna let her
you're
know.
making an educated guess.
Yeah, I'm
at
making the
this point.
educated guess that they are, they don't care about infected blood from the test outside and the test with the arm. However, with Miss Debbie's blood currently in her body, they're attracted to it, so I'm guessing that she's not infected, or if she is, it hasn't spread to a point that they're able to smell it.
Okay, at this point, how many are there out there? How many are out there that I
The
can
two that
see?
came up the steps.
Well, the two that came up the steps, but you can you can't really like differentiate between the mass horde that's
Also, I'm
like
taking my belt back.
that's like
Put
down
it
in
back
the
on.
that's down in the square, and
Yeah,
what's
that's
already
like
inside the
running branches
library.
all
But
day.
you're under the assumption that there are quite a number like a small horde of zombie, of what you think are zombies inside the library, possibly making their way up the steps.
Josh, do you have a metal belt buckle? Like
Yeah.
a big metal belt buckle?
Yeah, it's my Triumph belt buckle. It's the one I always wear. It's made out of brass.
I'm keeping his belt as well.
And remember, my belt is a strap leather belt. It's like an eighth of an inch thick.
Hey Josh,
Yeah.
I'm going to start to try to attack one of those zombies.
Well, you gotta get out there
Well,
so you
yeah,
have to go
you're-
around
Yeah.
the balcony.
It's on me and you. And does anybody else want to come?
What are y'all doing?
I'll
They're
go.
attacking the zombies outside and trying to clear a pathway.
I
I'll
will
go
go.
with you.
Wait,
All
where
right,
am
all
I?
right, hold on. All right, so what's going on?
So me, him, and her are going to go out
Attack
I'll
there.
go.
those two zombies.
All right, so you're going to go through the double doors on the balcony?
I'm gonna say yeah, and I'm gonna say hey, lock these
Hold on,
doors
wait.
behind us, and then
All right.
I'm
All
gonna
right,
hand.
well, here, hold on. All right, so at that point of where you're going to try and open the doors and do some espionage and try and kill those two, I'm going to end the episode there.
okay.
So this is going to be the first episode. All right, so everyone, zombie outbreak happened. The Square Fest turned into Zombie Fest.
Zombies gone wild.
Yeah,
Woo!
and, and
It's freaking Zombieland all
and-
over again.
I got brained. Miss Debbie got an arm dislocated and,
we saved
I
her
broke
life.
a
and
window.
carved off, even though they saved her life.
And
kept her
I,
from
I'm pretty ticked about that.
And Emily did absolutely nothing.
I broke a window. I feel accomplished.
And
All
when
right.
it's outside.
All right, so on that note, we're going to end the episode, and
Proud of myself.
don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Leave your comments and questions down below, and we'll see you in episode 2, which we are going to be doing directly after this. So, see ya. Say bye, everyone.
Bye.